What's up, everybody? Welcome to the life of a board gamer. My name is Daniel, and today we are reviewing a revive, Call of the Abyss, first expansion. I think there will going to definitely be more for the one of the best games I ever played last year, if not the best. Now, Anachrony is still my number one game of all times. I don't think that any game will dethrone it anytime soon. But this one came really, really close. The theme, everything. I mean, not the expansion, the base game, Revive. It's such an awesome game. If I would now do a top 10 list, I think it would be a struggle for a number two. But the Revive has a really big chance of winning that number two spot. So, yeah, this is the first expansion for that game, for the Revive. It's really awesome right from the start. Let me show you what you get inside the box, and while we go through it, I will tell you why I like this game so much and why I like this expansion so much. Okay, so the rulebook explains you what the new things do and how do you change setup if you want to play with it, and of course you want. Now each of the players will get one more of these guys so they can put it on this new track. So this track will be beside your main board on the left side of the board, and basically on this track over here you will track your devotion. As you go over here you will have some location here that you can use, and you will get some new cards over here that I'm going to show you in a second. So the first big thing in this expansion are definitely these cards. So you get, of course, some new regular cards to use, and they are really cool. Some of them will give you to put the switch back up, which is really awesome because this game now, this expansion uses switch in a really nice and different way. And that is regarding these cards over here. When you use switch, you can take one of these cards, and there's a requirement up here, and depending how much of these, if you, let's say for example, if your machine is on a 12 of the green, then you will get 4 devotion points, and devotion points you will use to move on this track. So now each time you get a devotion point, each time you get some points, you can exchange 2 of them to move once on this track. It says right over here you can take 2 regular points to make movement on a devotion, or you can convert 2 devotion points if you get them by any chance to move one on the regular track. So why would you move over here is because once you reach one of these spaces you will get one of these cards, and these cards are absolutely freakishly awesome. All of them have such great cool abilities, and I mean this one on the upper one gives you a crystal and 1 sack or 2 on a yellow spaces, and these cards are really awesome. You really want to go after them. If you are playing with this expansion, these would be a waste to miss because they are so awesome. This is actually the best part. This is something that I really like with this expansion. And of course you get a bunch of new, I will not go through them, but you get a bunch of new machines, and you get a bunch of new of these little things that you insert into your machine, not machine but into your slots when you play cards to get some stuff. So they are mostly associated with the expansion, with this devotion track and all that. You get some of the new big locations to play with. Actually this one you get, and you can put it over here, and once you reach this space you can then put your worker over here, but you don't have to pay the books to others to be played over here like on the main board that you need to do. Next thing that they also introduced with this expansion are these 3 lakes, and when you build the building next to this lake, depending if it's small or big one, you will get some devotion points, and when you go into hibernation you will also get some rewards, which is really cool. So now you go hibernate, not that you just get some new cards, you get some rewards in the form of crystals, gears, or movement on different tracks, which I really like this one. You have to substitute 3 of the regular tiles with these, and they can be next to each other, but they can block your path. You have to count around them when you want to move and stuff like that. And you get a bunch of tokens for each of the factions that they do something different. And of course you get 4 new factions, and all 4 of them are absolutely awesome. So you get these guys. It's kind of hard for me to read on the back side. So they are one-sided. They're not like they don't have the dark side and the light side and the dark side. But basically, this one has these gates that they will put on a board, and if they cover the spaces that will move your tracks, the gray, green, or yellow ones, if you cover them, you will get those things, and you will deny others that. So they have that going on and working for them, which is really awesome. And they can count from that gate. That gate will be opening and closing. So when they are open, they can count movement from that gates that they're open, so they can reach really far away places, like that bird from the base game, that faction that has a bird similar to that. So really cool faction. The next one are some radioactive kittens or something. They have like a night side, day side, depending if it's night or day. They can count, plus they have a +1 movement or they have some other different benefits depending which side is flipped. And each time they hibernate, it flips on the other side. And we have these guys over here. Basically what they do is when they use a switch, let me just quickly, when using the switch action, you may flip. Oh yeah, they have kind of artifacts, different artifacts that they can use. Once you use a switch, you can flip one of your artifacts also to get some benefits from that, which is really awesome. And the last one is these guys that they are the only ones that can build on the spaces where other players already built. Usually you can't do that. If the building is placed, that place is locked for everybody, but you can build on those spaces too. And if you do that, you put this leech and give it to another player, and then if that player has leech, you can use some of their cards. Where once you are using your special ability, you can use abilities of the cards that they played, which is really awesome. It's like the switch thing, but you can do that once you distribute leech to each player, which is really cool, really awesome. And that's everything that comes in this game, and it makes Revive even better. I absolutely love Revive. I enjoyed every game of Revive I played, from the first one to the last one. It was a blast. Any faction I played, I felt awesome. There's no faction in this game. I haven't played with all of the factions yet, but every faction I played so far, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed what they do, how they do. These factions, I really love what they are doing and how they are doing it. I don't know how can they come up with so much different things and still keep the game intact in its essence. Now, this expansion is awesome because it does not prolong the gameplay. The gameplay is still the same. It just opens up the game even more. Not that it needed opening, but it does somehow. I don't know how. I absolutely love this expansion. I love everything about it, but these cards, these things, I will each time go and try to snag as many of these cards as I can because they are absolutely awesome. I mean, this one lets you to use the lower ability of any card in the display. Each time you play it, you actually have, and yeah, I forgot to mention, these are colorless, so when you play them, you can say, I now play it, it's now yellow, or white, whatever color you need. Absolutely awesome. Now, when this one, for example, when you play it, you can say that it's any of the cards in display. So it has 5 or 6, however many cards is on the display, different abilities at a time, which is absolutely awesome. This one lets you take one of the tiles to upgrade your machine, and they're just freaking awesome. I absolutely love them. I love the Revive. I love this expansion even more. This is a auto include for me. I would never play without it anymore. Now that I play with it, I don't want to play like basic game. Even if the new players come and start, they never played the game, they want to try Revive, I would introduce them Revive with the expansion easily. It doesn't add much. It just adds enough to give you a more stuff to do and get stuff in different way, and don't break the game in process of doing that. Absolutely perfect expansion for absolutely perfect game. Check it out. Revive, Call of the Abyss. Awesome game. that's all for me. That's all I have to say about it. I can't think of any more great things to say about it. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing, for spending time with me. Do subscribe if you are not, or check out my Patreon. Support me over there, because everything I earn over there, I just pour back into the channel. I'm right now in the process of getting some new equipment, and people supporting me over there helped greatly in achieving that goal. So yeah, thank you all for watching and considering subscribing, considering supporting me on Patreon. Thank you very much, and until next time, pozdrav.